So not too long ago, me and my homie New took our friends from Brooklyn and walked them through the whole uptown. I'm talking about from Dykeman all the way to East Harlem. I remember like when I was younger, me and my homies had done that one time, and it was just so dope. You know what I'm saying? So, and we from up there, so it was nothing for us to, it was just a summer night, and we just did it. But it's like it's dope. It would be dope to show our friends. You know what I'm saying? Because they not from up there, and they enjoyed the shit so much that they was like, we should do a Brooklyn walk. Now, Brooklyn is the biggest borough, so when they said that, naturally I was like, shit, but yeah, we down. Well, yesterday it happened. We started in Canarsie Park because my dude Heems is from the Floss. Now, Brooklyn used to be my second home. I used to be there all the time. I first went to the studio in Brownsville, you know what I'm saying, the projects by myself. I used to go. Shot my nigga Slam for holding me down. I haven't seen that nigga in years. I hope everything is good with him. After that, I used to go to the studio with my homegirl Truth. Yes, a female engineer. She is fucking awesome too. In Williamsburg. And, Williamsburg is like where everybody goes when they go to Brooklyn. Greenpoint, Bushwick, that's like the party spot. So I was always out there. But if you know me, I have a lot of friends from all over the city. So, I have people in. I'm pretty familiar with Brooklyn, but Canarsie was definitely not a place that I used to go to before I met Heems. It's just too far for us, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But this is where we started our trip. What I didn't know about and what we learned about yesterday was Canarsie Park, which is fire. It's a dope ass, like, out behind the projects by the bay. Fire. Heems took us in the bushes. We thought he was gonna kidnap and kill us, but we ended up all right. And then we walked from Canarsie Park all the way to Civilization again, which was like 15 blocks of just houses and nothingness and no ice cup stops. Yeah, I ran out of ice. You can't really just walk through Brooklyn. It's just too much. So we took an Uber to Flatbush, where I had the best beef patty I've ever had in my life, to be honest. I'm sorry, Coliseum. One-stop patties. I mean, it makes sense. Brooklyn would have the best fucking patties. Shit wasn't even a beef patty that I had. I had a fucking curry chicken patty, and that's all I had to eat during the whole trip. I just woke up thinking, damn, I should have got another fucking beef patty, so I could have had the shit today. We stopped at a little bar in Flatbush. We then, of course, continued walking. Now, this nigga Verdi all fucking day was blowing mine, saying it's gonna rain, it's gonna rain. And I contested. Well, they say it's gonna rain for an hour. It's not gonna rain all day, but it's gonna rain for an hour at some point today. And he'll argue and say that I said it wasn't gonna rain at all. I never said that. But yeah, so this guy was doing the fucking rain dance all day, and it was drizzling sometimes throughout the day. But his wish finally came through, asshole. And it rained on us pretty bad. Me and Heems didn't have an umbrella. Of course, Verdi had one and New had one. But I didn't tell you, I was so fucking wired because I walked into Dunkin' Donuts at the start of this trip. I asked this guy for a double espresso, and he gave me an entire cup of espresso. Naturally, I don't love coffee, but shit. One, that's mad energy. I know what the fuck I'm about to get into. And all I did was pour some Malibu in that bitch. I was like, what can I sweeten this coffee up with? And then I remember my mom used to love Malibu. She used to have a fucking bottle of that shit. It was one of the first liquors that I actually snuck. I felt like a herb, copping Malibu in Brooklyn and shit like that. And but it went in my coffee and ice, and that shit lasted for like 3-4 hours. I'm wired. Nigga, the rain feels like the greatest shit on earth. So I'm like, I took my hat off, nigga. I'm over here doing the Sydney from fucking Scream. What are you waiting for, huh? I literally did that in the middle of Brooklyn, yeah. We walk to the rain, and then we go to Ebbets Field. It's a lot of history there, you know what I'm saying? That's where the Dodgers used to play. Now, it's actually where another kind of team plays. If you know, you know. As soon as we walked on the block, everybody was like, what the fuck? Then it came down and really started raining. I, being the type of nigga I am, challenged us. That's around a bottle of Nicole, Ray and Nephews. Yes, this happened. Ray and Nephews is what it's called. Nicole Ray is a singer that, I liked her music back in the day, so I always get confused. Yeah, man, I kept seeing viral clips of people down in this bottle, so I'm like, it must not be that dangerous. Boy, was I fucking wrong. Every swig felt like you were born again. And then when you process what just happened, you died every time. So I'm on 6 shots of espresso, a little personal Malibu. I had a Heineken at that bar. I was drinking some water, in between. And now it's raining. So really hard. So we stood under the scaffold of the liquor store, like gang members in a gang territory. Looking crazy. Wish I took pictures. The rain ended up stopping and we walked through the park all the way to like where the museum was at. And I'm over here hyped. Like, yo, we not going to Barclays? The Barclays is right there. I know where we at now. Verdi looks at me like, nigga, that's not Brooklyn. I'm like, nigga, but it's the Barclays. He's like, nigga, that's not Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? And Heems is like, he's kind of right. But Verdi is not slick. We ended the walk around where he lives. Heems had to go back to Canarsie. New had to go back to Harlem. I had to go back to LIC. And Verdi gets a fucking $2 ride down the street. I'm on to you, brother. But yeah, that was the Brooklyn walk. It was fucking dope. Got to see a bunch of shit that I didn't see before. And that was just half of it. Because Brooklyn is so big that you can't just walk straight through it and see everything. The route we took, we was able to see a lot, but then there's also left and right, more south than fucking Canarsie that we didn't see. So there's parts of it that we still got to see. If you enjoyed this, let me know, and we're gonna do another one anyway. But yeah, if y'all want to join us, we'll be dope too. You know what I'm saying? Good exercise, good vibes. Yeah, makes sense, don't it? Are we bugging? Leave a comment, man.